Galactic Guide, Nemo System. Ergo, I got blubbered. T-shirts with that phrase have become ubiquitous throughout the Empire. Everyone knows it refers to the Space Whale, a tourist trap located in the Nemo System. Yet only those who have visited the attraction know the truth. Describing it as a space whale would be a stretch of the imagination. True, there is an oblong asteroid with one thick end tapering into a smaller one that orbits Ergo, Nemo 3. There are even locals who will argue for hours about its strong resemblance to an Earth whale. Yet the main draw really seems to be the shops and attractions set up to entice the wayward tourists who happen to be lured here. Every Galactic Guide employee that has journeyed to the infamous landmark has returned to say basically the same thing. Ergo, I got suckered. While the space whale may not live up to its billing, it is somehow fitting for the Nemo System. From Ergo, an ocean planet with vast oil reserves but no remaining native life, to a system name that most assume is a reference to aquatics, but is actually an acronym for Norman, Ellis, Mao, and Okia, surnames of the founding partners of Nemo Co., the company credited with discovering the system. The Nemo System is a place where things are not always what they seem. Even the system's discovery date has been called into question. Official records credit Daiho Okia, who is then a partner in Nemo Co., with finding the system in 2364, but some believe he first visited the system in 2362, a discrepancy credited to corporate intrigue during humanity's unregulated early terraforming era. The controversy centered on Okia, who, in 2362, was a security contractor for the Tadmor terraforming concern in the Fora system. One day, co-workers lost contact with Okia while he was on a routine patrol. A search party mobilized. Okia surfaced and then promptly quit without an explanation or logging his last day's flight path. That last detail went unnoticed by Tadmor management, who were overwhelmed by issues surrounding their botched terraforming of Fora 3. Exactly what Okia did that day eventually led to a lawsuit calling into question Nemo's discovery date. In 2364, the NASA Nemo Co. purchased all Fora-based terraforming platforms from Tadmor at a steep discount. Tadmor was desperate for credits to address legal problems and cut Nemo Co. a deal, believing that they would have to shoulder the cost of disassembling the massive platforms to get them to fit through the system's medium-sized jump point. Yet shortly after the purchase, Nemo Co. announced the discovery of an all-access jump from Fora to an entirely new system, which they promptly christened Nemo. An incredible stroke of luck, claimed Nemo Co. executives. For Tadmor, it was too big of a coincidence to ignore, particularly once they heard who had found the new system. Daiho Okia's discovery of Nemo sent Tadmor digging through their employment file, which prompted a review of his sudden and strange departure from the company. Eventually, Tadmor filed a lawsuit against Nemo Co., alleging Okia had discovered the jump to Nemo the day he quit, and they were entitled to a stake of Nemo Co.'s operations. Despite some circumstantial evidence, what Tadmor really needed was Okia's nav computer. However, Okia had sold his old Aurora and had no idea where it was. Tadmor investigators searched the known universe, but were unable to find it. Lacking the evidence to prove their claim, Tadmor's lawsuit was thrown out of court, and the company subsequently dissolved. Subsequently, the history of the Nemo System is entwined with Nemo Co. in more ways than name. Even the system's pivot from oil provider to tourist destination originated with Nemo Co. They were the first to market the space whale to the universe and convert Ergo's outdated oil rigs into tourist destinations, at a cost that eventually sank the company but planted the seed for future entrepreneurs. Despite their incredible luck in Nemo, the company suffered from misguided leadership, and failing to establish a foothold anywhere else in the Empire slowly faded away. While Nemo Co. is no more, their namesake system is thriving. Much like the space whale, even though the system is not exactly what it seems, people continue to be intrigued by it.